Eto na, may top 10 plus 5 sa Miss Grand International 2023 after the preliminary show. Kaya lang, don't over-expect too much because baka masaktan lang kayo. Pero let us still keep our hopes para at least magiging masaya tayo if ever man na makapasok sila. Let us now begin with Netherlands. Napanood niyo siguro during the preliminary show yung gown. I think she nailed the gown and it will not be a surprise if she will bag the Best in Gown award. Very sophisticated, very regal yung kanyang way of presenting her pasarela in gown. Tapos, doon sa swimsuit naman, she also aced her catwalk. Yung simplihan lang, but then you can really feel yung strong stage presence niya. Kaya, hindi na ako magtataka if ever na mapasok siya sa semi-finalist or top 5. The second is USA. Even from the beginning, napansin ko talaga sa kanya yung pasarela niya. She is well-rehearsed and I'm guessing she is one of the most prepared candidates in this competition. She has a very strong pasarela. She can really project. Kahit na anong outfits na ipa-wear mo sa kanya, she always nailed it. Tapos, malakas talaga yung confidence factor niya and alam mo talaga na she is very yung veteran talaga na mapapansin mo on stage, kaya no wonder she is one of the strongest, I presume, kasi outstanding both gown and in swimsuit. My third pick is Angola, and yes, she is the most one of the most unexpected candidates to nail the preliminary show, and I consider her as the best dark horse. Kasi nobody predicted her to be performing that spectacular. Tama ba yung term ko? Basta, during the preliminary show, yung both gown, tapos sa swimsuit, talagang she nailed it. Tapos, she can break everybody's parang hot picks kasi marami ang hindi inaasahan yung kanyang performance. And I believe, experienced siya sa larangan ng pageantry or even in the fashion world kasi ang galing niyang mag-project. My fourth pick is Colombia. Yes, Colombia is also one of the front runners. It's because, as you can see, meron siyang pagulat factor with that black gown. And mapapansin mo talaga yung fierceness sa kanyang pasarela, sa kanyang stage presence. But then, the way she presented na may gulat factor, may naalala ako na dalawang candidates from the Philippines who did that in an international stage, such as si Samantha Panlilio, no? With all that cape. Tapos si Gabriel Bastiano na parang same din yung ginawa niyang eksena. Kaya lang parang feeling ko medyo risky if I'm not mistaken. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Kasi minsan pwedeng ma-amaze mo yung judges, but then sometimes may mga judges talaga na hindi napi-please yung ganitong klaseng eksena. My fifth pick is Myanmar. And yes, Myanmar is sending a strong candidate. Tapos aside from that, napaka-bongga ng support na binubuhos kay Myanmar. So, parang ituloy-tuloy nyo na, itodo nyo na, it's because it is a rare for a candidate from Myanmar na ganito kabongga. And I will not be surprised if Myanmar will reach as high as top 5. O, diba? Kaya bongga ang Myanmar ngayon. Sixth is Vietnam. And yes, I believe Vietnam will also penetrate top 15 or even top 10 kasi maraming factors dyan. Yung sash factor nila, yung kanilang home court advantage, tapos well-experienced din ang candidate nila for this batch of Miss Grand International 2023. As you can observe yung kanyang performance sa preliminary competition tsaka sa evening gown. Kaya hindi din ako masusurprise if Vietnam will be called sa top 15 or top 10, top 5, ganon. Number 7 is Venezuela. Obvious naman, no? Yung pasarela pa lang, pack na pack. You can observe the way she plays with the stage. Tama ba yon? Basta, magaling yung pasarela niya during the swimsuit competition. And syempre naman, yung gown. Ang praktisado, kumbaga, plakado na talaga ang Venezuela. Parang sisiw na sa kanila ang pasarela. And of course, total package si Venezuela. So, she will be automatically, in my own opinion, na makakapasok talaga sa semi-finalist. Number 8 is Thailand. Obviously, also, she already knew the game plan. Makikita mo naman sa kanyang pagrampa, no? The confidence level, the rampage. Tapos, yung gusto ni Nawat na posing, talagang ini-implement niya. And praktisado din siya. It's because Thailand has already multiple camps na tinitrain ang kanilang candidates. Kaya tignan niyo siya. She is very competitive. And who knows, she might be the first Thai to win Miss Grand International. My ninth pick is Indonesia. Strong candidate din si Indonesia. Kung mapapansin mo, lahat talaga ng style, bagay sa kanya, the face value, tapos yung stage presence niya. Total package din si Indonesia. Wala din ako masabi. And the confidence, tapos yung support kay Indonesia is also very overwhelming kasi napaka-positive nila ngayon and who knows, baka sila din ang makaka-clinch ng corona for the second time around. At ang pang-10th natin ay from the Philippines. Basing from her preliminary competition, yung gown. Pag-usapan natin yung gown, it's because I believe marami ang nagsasabi na hindi sila natuwa. It's because of the tone, the color of the gown, which is pink. Parang meron mga iba na hindi pa sanay yung pink na gown na sinusuot sa stage. But then for me, it really complements yung hair, yung skin tone niya, yung footwear niya, yung gown. Parang vibrant talaga yung eksena niya. Tapos sa swimsuit naman, wow, as in, bongga din yung pagrampa niya. She's embodying the classic na eksena sa Miss Grand International na parang opposite sa mga previous natin na parang biglaan yung mga ganon. Sa kanya, classy talaga. Of course, ang number 11 to 15 natin ay yan. So, we have here Puerto Rico. Ang ganda din ng kanyang performance sa swimsuit and then sa gown competition. Alam mo talaga na plakado rin yung kanyang stage presence, yung eksena niya, tsaka yung aura niya. Kaya bongga si Puerto Rico. And then for India naman, India, I think underrated siya. Parang hindi ko masyado nakikita sa mga top picks. But she can really perform a flawless or seamless performance, especially sa pasarela niya. And gusto ko din yung gown niya kasi it complemented also her skin tone, yung beauty niya, lahat bumagay sa kanya. And then here comes Mexico. Siguro ayaw ng iba kay Mexico pero pa sa akin, okay yung pagka-bubbly niya sa stage. She is delivering yung parang gusto ni Nawat na magpaka-bakla ka doon sa stage. So parang I believe yun yung ginagawa niya ngayon and mukhang bagay naman sa kanya dun sa swimsuit and then sa gown. And here comes Canada. Facially wise, she is one of the most photogenic din, si Canada. And then, parang silent mover siya sa stage. Very soft, very seamless din yung kanyang performance. Medyo malinis din, lalo na sa gown. And yung pasarela niya, parang classy din yung gusto niyang gawin sa stage. And then, we have here Peru. Yes, Peru is also sa top 15 natin. And I believe pwede niya din maungusan yung mga nasa list of na-mention ko na top 10. Ang Peru, parang makikita natin na magkakaroon pa siya ng more pasabog and she will not definitely disappoint her fans. Nasa kanya na yung training, nakita naman natin yung kanyang pagrampa and para sa akin, yes, watch out also for Peru, lalo na sa grand finals. I repeat, too much expectation can lead to a stroke. O, di ba? Kasi kapag lagi kang umaasa tapos the outcome is very different or opposite from the way you are expecting, parang masakit talaga sa kalooban. Kaya para hindi ka masaktan, do not expect something na, alam mo yon, na kung hindi talaga para sa'yo, hindi talaga. O, di ba? So, iwasan na lang natin na mag-expect para hindi tayo magalit, hindi tayo ma-stress. So, that's it guys. I hope na may natutunan kayo. And syempre, sana nag-enjoy din kayo sa ating top 15 picks. So, tingnan na lang natin ulit sa grand finals. And I'm going to have another pageant vlog after the finals. So, that's it guys. Thank you and have a wonderful day.